All right, y'all, let's go shopping. So in the state of Texas, the average amount for rent on a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house is about $1,900. Well, in Killeen, we can buy a house for less than that amount of rent, and the price point on that house needs to be right around $200,000 or less. So today, we're gonna go shopping. I'm gonna show you what you can get for $200,000 or less in Killeen. And not only that, I'm gonna give you my negotiation strategies for each of those houses just so you can see how these deals play out. All right, so we're gonna start at this one. It is a 3-bed, 2-bath, right around 1,200 square feet, and is located in a great neighborhood. First of all, like all brick. It's amazing. But with these 200K houses, like it's gonna be important to know that you gotta add some value somewhere. So here's an opportunity. The landscaping, so all of that is mulch, but if you put some nice pretty plants in there, that's really gonna upgrade the situation here. Then another thing is look at this door. So this door is old, has paint issues. It would help this house sell a lot faster if they would have just painted that door. So on the inside, as soon as you walk in, you have like some old school tile here, and then that goes to the carpet. This carpet looks to be relatively new, and you might see that in a couple houses for this price point. Usually when they sell them, they're gonna change out the carpet and do something that's pretty cheap. One of the cool things here, let's look at that floor. So this is tile. I think so this is tile floor. That's really good, really high quality. With homes at this price point, a couple things that you're gonna be missing. One is you're not gonna get stone countertops. So these are Formica with the upgraded covering. 2, you might not get a refrigerator. So that's something to think about. That's extra money out of your pocket. Another good place to add value here would be the sink. So it's got the little basic sink. Popping a new one in there would be amazing. Let's open up this one. Is that a pantry? Yeah, so nice size pantry. The garage is located in the kitchen area. And I wanted to see if the washer and dryer is out here. Yep. So very common thing for Killeen houses is for the washer and dryer to be located right off of the kitchen or in the garage. So that's something you're gonna wanna pay attention to, and something you'll see a lot at this price point. Let's do a quick zip around. I'm not gonna spend a ton of time in here, but you got nice high ceilings. And if you just like got rid of this carpet throughout, that would help, but you don't have to. You can move into this right now. I don't know if you can hear the toilet running a little bit, but we got this old school sink going on. You'll see a lot of those. Another good area to add value is swapping out this tub. So you could swap out that whole thing for a stand-in shower situation or a different tub, probably for like $5 or $6 grand. Tile all that up, make it really, really nice, because right now it just looks a little cheap. Bedroom here, another bedroom there, pretty small bedrooms. Those are like 10 by 10. All right, primary bedroom is here. Let's cut on some light. All right, and one of the things that you're gonna see, it's got a little cracking right there. That's not something that worries me. I think that is more just like the float tape. This house has been here for a while. And then we'll check out the master suite. All right, again, really, really old countertops here. And then these are short. I don't know if you can see like how tall that is, but that's super short, and that's a really good place for you to add value. Also, this kind of old school mirror, like all of this could be upgraded for you to add value and resell at a higher price in the future. So the thing I really like about this is the neighborhood. So it's in an amazing neighborhood. It's got 2 really, really good schools. It's right on the border of like Killeen, Harker Heights. Stan Schluter, one of the main thoroughfares, is right around the corner. So a house like this is perfect for somebody who's just starting their real estate journey, because there's so many opportunities to add value, and with it already being priced under 200K, a lot of that you'll get your money back for. So nice all brick fireplace. And then we'll pop out back real quick. So we pop out back, huge backyard, missing some privacy. Another thing I would look at on a house that's in this price point is the roof, but that roof looks to be in really good shape. So Here's how I would negotiate this particular deal. So this, to me, I think the value is all the way here for under 200K on this house. And it's only been on the market for 3 days. So if a home has only been on the market for 3 days, the first place I'm gonna pay attention to make sure that my client is getting the best deal is, one, running comparable sales, right? Making sure that the price isn't too high. This price is good. Next thing I'm gonna do is make sure that my people can get their closing costs paid. So on this one, I'm not gonna ask them to lower the price because I think the price is right. But what I am gonna do is ask for the maximum amount of closing costs we can possibly get. They're probably gonna counter back with a lower number, then we meet them in the middle. So the goal is for me to get the best deal possible for my client. And for something that's only been on the market for a few days, it's gonna be tough to negotiate, but you have to know where to pull the levers. So for this, I would get the maximum amount of closing costs I can possibly get. And for a VA loan, that is 4% of the price of the house. All right, let's move on to the next. Okay, so this next one is listed right at 200,000, and this is gonna be the importance of knowing like who the seller is. So this is an Open Door listing. Open Door is $1 billion company that buys houses for cheap, does a little bit of work, and then resells them. This one's priced right at 200, and just off the bat, based on the neighborhood, you can't really see a lot of this, but this is in an older part of Killeen that isn't yet transformed, and it's moving a lot slow. So there's a lot of foot traffic over here, and there's a lot of like less desirable homes as well. It's a good place if you're gonna buy a starter home, hold it for several years, and then maybe resell it. But at 200,000, this one's overpriced. So off of the top, when I'm like, okay, we got the brick, yeah, that's all good. You can't really see that roof, but it's older and it's definitely gonna wanna get changed out. And for something like this, I'm definitely coming in at a lower sales price because this, I know based off my knowledge of the area that this just isn't worth what they have it priced. Let's go and check it out. So on the inside, it's a little sterile in here. So we've got the tile floor. This also has popcorn ceilings. You can't really see them that well. Let me try to get close. So it has popcorn ceilings, which is another thing that most of my buyers just don't really like. It's a little dark in here. Fireplace and kitchen. It's a little separate from the main living area, which is something that a lot of more people are asking for nowadays. It's got the little updated fixtures, and this is what Open Door does. They throw in these modern fixtures into an older house, add some fresh paint, and then try and sell it for the high. So, but me and my buyers were smarter. We're not going for that. Another good thing about this one that you're not gonna see in a lot of houses priced at this price point is this one actually does have hard stone counters. So that's gonna be rare for homes at this price point. Looks like they updated the hardware on the cabinets, painted those cabinets. So pretty good job. See, little things like this, these are the things that you could do on your own. So you don't pay a premium for a house that already has these because you can do them on your own. Look at that little bitty fridge. I'm taller than that fridge. Hey, look at that. That's crazy. All right, and another thing I wanna show you, the washer and dryer, right? Again, it's in, off of the kitchen, off of the garage, tucked in that its own little area. So that's a very common thing in Killeen. Another thing that's a sleeper, this house has no blinds. No blinds, no curtains. So that's money. It's gonna cost you a couple $1,000 to get blinds in here. And then if we just go check out the back really quick, if it'll let me out, that thing ain't gonna let me out back, so I ain't gonna try. But if you look out back, no privacy fence, but a really, really big yard. In the older sides of Killeen, you're able to get a lot more yard for a lot less money. And for a house like this is 3 bedroom, about 1,400 square feet. Smaller bedrooms. A key thing for you to look at is these windows. So gonna be hard to see on the camera, but I'm gonna try. Okay, too much light coming in. So I tried, too much light coming in on those. But the dual pane window is cracked and it's letting in moisture. You'll see moisture between the panes. So that means that window is not keeping in as much of the inside air, and you're gonna eventually have to get that replaced. So it's something to look at when you're looking at these houses. Another one, small room, nice high ceilings. Make that room feel a lot bigger. cool little nook in the hallway. And then the good thing about this one versus maybe the last one we saw is it's got a nice big primary bedroom. Lots of natural light getting in here, but once you put blinds on here, this is not gonna look as great. Let's see what the ensuite has. Old school toilet, but again, they updated the countertops, and I believe Open Door probably did these countertops. Updated those. That is still in really good shape, doesn't need to get changed out, but if you did, it's one of those things that that would add a lot of value to a house like this. And that toilet, that little like brown toilet, that's kind of weird. That's a little weird. So for something like this, if my clients are coming into a house like this, I have dealt with Open Door a few different times. One thing I know is they are not great on negotiating that price. And then the other side is they're not gonna do any repairs. But I still would try. I don't know if we got this other little bathroom, but again, nice counters. This is solid. This is solid, but it's overpriced for the area, and I know that. So if I'm coming in for my clients, one thing, of course, I'm gonna make sure we get all their closing costs paid, but for something like this, I'm coming at the sales price. It's been on the market for more than a few weeks now, so I'm coming for the sales price. And really, I think this should be priced around $189. Now, we might not get it for $189, but that might be my target entry price. And then I'm willing to go up a little bit, but would not want my people to pay more than $195 for this house. And that's if they get all their closing costs paid. Then another benefit is dealing with Open Door. They're not gonna do any repairs, but they would give you a credit. So a lot of the little dinks and dunks around this house are already fixed. You're not gonna have to worry about it, but you will get a credit for some of the repairs, and there will be repairs that are needed. The other big thing to think about on this house is the roof. That roof is gonna be a problem in a few years, so make sure you're looking at that type of stuff when you're shopping for these houses, especially in the lower price points. There's gonna be deficiencies, right? And the two major things that I want you to look at is the roof and the AC. Roof and the AC, is it older AC, is it new? Those are gonna be the two big things that you're gonna end up having to fix probably sooner than later. All I do all day is help people make great decisions about the home that they wanna buy or sell. My name's Stephen Harris. All my contact info is in the description, so if you're looking to buy or sell a home in the great state of Texas, give me a shout. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.